It's saying that feeding her to the stone is how we get our big truth. Isn't this why he came here? Killing Zenobia would give him the power to take the fight to the enemy.
With a flick of his wrist, he slashed Zenobia's throat. Her eyes widened even more. And then the light went out of them. Reynardo felt amazing. Power was rushing into him like water from a burst dam. Oh, such brilliance, exulted the Iblis stone. Tasty. Reynardo returned to the Farfarer and set a course for the Nexus. The Empire had a communication outpost there. He could call the Emperor directly. It was time to seize the outpost and let the Emperor know what he had done.
And so we continue to the outpost. Zenobia dead. I guess she's not being sacrificed for the Emperor to become immortal now. Got that revelation just in time to kill her anyway, apparently.
The Nexus was beautiful. He never realized how beautiful. Everything glowed. The wind was so sweet. The sun so soft. The stones so warm. The black raven feathers. Black feathers. Suddenly, his eyes are filled with them. He's falling through smoke under a dead sun. A voice calls him home. Is this a vision? Whose? Is it the time of the lost gods? Or the future? No matter. What mattered now was killing his way to the Imperial outpost and challenging the Emperor from there.
So he thinks he's all powerful now and he's ready just to take the Emperor on right now. Maybe he's onto something. The Emperor seemed to think that sacrificing Zenobia would be the secret to some kind of power. And, well, we've sacrificed Zenobia, so where's my power? We'll find out.
What happens if I go that way?
Ah, no, probably the end of the world or something, but that happens in most directions I go in. I'm really bad about that, honestly. Reynardo really does have a tendency to do more harm than good, doesn't he? Despite the best intentions. Up the staircase. I'm definitely feeling the speed bonus we got. Much appreciated. Throwing in the additional dashes when I get the chance. Oop! That one caught me by surprise a little bit. I see you there. Oh! They're fast some of these times. There we go. Slicey, slicey. Hup. Finish him. He tried, though. Hack and hack. There we go. All safe. Nothing over here? Nope, not really. Onward.
Reynardo had heard stories of a dungeon where chests were filled with potions and weapons. Fairy tales.
With all these weapons with all these different gems that we're already maxing out, we just got our first ever elemental resistance gem. That must give you resistances to, I don't know what, the exploding guys or something?
Up ahead was Lapino. What was he doing here? Reynardo! Hey, buddy! Hey there, old buddy! Please don't kill me! Why would I kill you? Asked Reynardo, although he had been thinking about it. Well, you've become... no, I mean, no disrespect at all here. Kind of... evil? Maybe you should, I don't know, go to the mountains to have a think? See if maybe you're sure the stone is not all that healthy a thing to keep? I suppose you wanted, Reynardo said, and poked Lapino in the chest for emphasis. Oh, had he just killed Lapino? Oh, damn it.
Okay. This is taking a twist. He poked him for emphasis and just randomly murdered him. That was
It
dark.
was a bit windy up here.
Oh no, it's windy. Yeah, I'm glad we're just immediately dismissing the murder we did. Whoopsie. You know, it's just a happy accident. Happy for the stone, and no one else. Well, I guess we're gonna get some humor out of this. Elemental resistance, what do you do? Resistance to spell damage, 20%. Okay, I guess spell damage. Yeah, there's a few things I would consider spell damage, I guess. I guess I understand that. We can upgrade the Void Blade or the Witherstone. I mean, the Void Blade's more interesting to me than the Winter's Thorn, I think.
Now it sliced the wings off a fly in the air. Not that he would. It's sort of mean, really.
And vroom! Whoa! Hi everyone! Don't mind me. Hop, 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 chop, 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 chop. There we go. Just gonna hack away for a bit, and all of you. There we go. That was a serious speed bonus. I feel slow now. Oh, I see you there. No sneaking up on me, please. There we go. Oh, personal space. We good? Oh, no we're not. Get out of here, shield. It is satisfying to just chop them away as some sort of ridiculous projectile.
Reynardo rampaged through the Imperial outpost like a water buffalo rampaging. At the last moment, he remembered not to kill the Farspeaker Toad. After all, he wanted a word with the Emperor. But there was only silence. The Emperor was scared, like little girl. Well, he would gather the rebel army and slaughter the Imperial fleet. Yes! Applauded the Iblastone. Tremendous. Then the Emperor would have to answer his Farspeaker, wouldn't he? Who are you? Asked a distant voice that sounded uncomfortably like Zenobia. What have you become? The mountains. Go to the mountains, urged another that sounded a bit like Lapino.
Wait, I thought I was following the options that were going to give me the new solution. Neither of these have a key on them. I wonder if I already have the secret. Well, I don't really feel like going back to where we already went, so let's just become all-out monsters. Voices or no voices, he had a job to do. A rebellion to lead, a war to win, yes. He had to go to the rebel base and rally everyone.
Reynardo called the rebel council to let them know to gather their forces. Then he killed the Farspeaker Toad. Why? Oh, because to make sure his sword was sharp. Oh no, that's awful. So no one else could use it. Yes, that's it. Then he set off for the ruins and the secret rebel base.
Yep, we're playing as Satan now.
The ruins were crawling with ravens. Probably looking for the secret base, Reynardo thought. But then he realized they're probably looking for me. They must be very scared of me. Well, here I am. You are the finest warrior ever, whispered the Iblastone. And he had to agree with it, for once. Who was as good as Reynardo?
Bye.
He missed her. Aunt Zenobia, Hypatia, the kid's mother. Reynardo had never thought he'd date a librarian. He'd always figured himself for the barmaid type. But then, he'd never figured the library of Ubar would have comic books, or that Hypatia would know anything about them. He missed her.
That's new. We're getting information about Reynardo's about the kid's mother, and that apparently they were dating. I didn't really realize that. We knew they knew each other, and were probably friends on some level. But I don't think that level of information has ever been revealed yet. That's a big deal. What if she turns out to be the cat? That might be weird. The cat. Well, the kid was a rabbit, so I'd assume that the mom's the rabbit, but who knows?
Reynardo was so happy. The stone was the best friend he'd ever had. Really, Who would bury such a treasure in the desert? Soon, he'd go rally the rebellion and usher a new age for the islands of Erda.
I don't know if it's the best friend you've ever had, but it's the last one you've got left. 'Cause you've killed everyone you really know. And if we went to the mountains at this point, I get the feeling we'd kill them too. I'm a little worried.
Urged the stone. Let me make you emperor. Come to think of it, Reynardo thought as he put down another raven, why shouldn't I be emperor? How did anybody get to be emperor anyway? By making war. Not counting the transcendent emperor, obviously, who had banished the lost gods and started time. Yes. He should be emperor. He would make a great emperor. Right, Stone? Right, boss.
Right, boss. I'm a little worried I may have lost my ability to get... screw it. I may have lost my ability to get the truth I was trying to find, which to actually get towards the real ending of the game. I was following the keyholes, which I think the game said was how I get them, but then the keyholes just stopped showing up. Maybe I messed up and clicked on the wrong one somewhere? Or, I don't know. If nothing else, it's a storyline we haven't seen yet, so it's worth it. Ow. No, that's not what I was going for. I didn't press the attack button again. I don't know why I attacked twice. My goal was to trigger the attack. There we go. I wanted to set them up to explode everyone else. My bad. Potions? Healing? No? Could use a nice mixture of energy and health here. Nope, a lot of empty objects around here. You think this Iblis stone would be healing me or something if it's so powerful? Bye. Oh.
If looks could kill.
He's trying at least, I guess. Here we go. Open up.
The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
Well, we'll have to fix that. The stone will not be satisfied without fire. Everyone die. There we go. Yes, I got a chance to finally knock a shield into another character using a shield. That's satisfying. I just killed that guy while he was still using a shield. Oh! Missed my attack opportunity to actually counter that. Oh, I see you. Goodbye. There are crowds around me now. Oh! I see you. He almost got a drop on me. Oh! I see you too. No escapes. Alright.
Or I could go that way, he thought.
I could, but there's a chest over here, so... Hang on a moment. Patience, please. Ooh. There's the drops I need. Elemental resistance rank 2. I guess we're gonna get a lot of those, probably. Well, one more. But it makes sense for that it's showing up at a decent frequency, because it's like one of the only gems that wasn't really showing up for a while, and a lot of them are maxed out now.
Reynardo strode into the council. Let's do this thing. Let's make me emperor. They looked confused and nervous. Ah, had he mentioned the emperor thing? Yeah, he'd meant to bring that up later. I mean, let's go win this rebellion. He waved his sword around encouragingly. They ran. Cowards. He'd stop them. He cut down a few to inspire the others. But soon, there was no one to cut down. Well then, he'd have to attack the fleet alone. More for me, he said. Unless it was the stone that said it. Traitors. Traitors, all of them. They'd run rather than following him, rather than cheering him. What should he do to the cowards? Anything he wanted to. After all, he was a true hero, the best warrior there ever was. No one could stop him now. But first, finish him. The Emperor, that is.
Whoops. A lot of opportunities to turn back. Well, I always wanted to see what would happen if you go fully into the corruption angle.
Where was the rebel fleet? They weren't even trying an assault. They were going to miss a day in history. The downfall of this dynasty, and a new one to take its place. He didn't have to kill all the ravens. He could enslave them, and enslave the toads too. All the animals would worship him as a god, for he had once been a god. They would willingly give him their blood and their souls. And the world would change, would become familiar again.
Might as well increase the damage of counters since I use them all the time.
The portal was heavily guarded. It must go someplace they really didn't want it to go.
Goodbye, everyone. Oh, rude. Personal space, buddy. There we go. The thing, Reynardo, about the idea of a dynasty is that you have to have people left over. And I don't think that your pattern of behavior leads to there being more people around, so you're not really replacing a dynasty, you're just ending everything forever for everyone. Which, I mean, good job, I guess. Not a lot of people could say they accomplished that much.
Done beautifully. Where was a bard when you needed one?
Where's a bard when you needed one? Probably dead like everyone else, if I were to guess. I'm kind of skipping on boxes a little bit just because there's so many of them. But I feel like I can get away with skipping them to some extent just because it's a little monotonous to go grinding away at them, and we're actually running out of things to upgrade soon. So it's not necessarily worth it to constantly scrounge them up. It would just be a chance to upgrade the ice sword I never use. So just more time to focus on the story progress.
Go back to school, said Reynardo, in your next life.
That's the type of dumb line that I would say. Making jokes about next lives, or now you're with your family in hell, and all that nonsense. Because, yeah. You just start coming up with dumb things to say when you're murdering people in so many different games all day. Oh, finish that guy off real quick. There we go. Now he's in 2 pieces. Yay! And down. Combo. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. What's going on? Okay, now the fight's over. That was a weird glitch.
Reynardo was glowing with dark power. Already the sun had dimmed. He could do anything, he realized. He could wrap the island safely in smoke again. He was beyond a hero. He was going to become a god again. How odd, he thought, that the Iblis Stone had nothing to say about any of this. Well, no matter. Once he killed this petty toad emperor, he would bring back the Black Sun.
That was a strange glitch back there.
There was an engraving. Maximum capacity, 130 people.
That would have to be a typo, I'm afraid. Unless the people are ants. What is this, an elevator for ants? So yeah, Reynardo is wondering, like, funny how the stone has nothing to say about this. But he's all bragging about bringing back the Black Sun and all these horrible sounding things. So he doesn't realize that the Iblis Stone has just joined with his consciousness. There no longer is a dividing line. It's no longer his lackey who says right, boss, because it's just him. He's lost himself to it. Poor guy. Although to be fair, something horrible happens to him every time I play this game, so, you know, nothing new.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Again. This time, he'd make an end of him. He'd screwed up last time, but he had a good feeling about this time.
Yeah, this time. We've never messed up before. Ow. Rude. Personal space, come on. You know how this works. There we go. The poor guy always has something horrible happening to him. At least he might live this time, although he loses his mind, so I guess it's not really that much better. Oop, I see you. No escape. Chop chop. He's all buffed up. Don't want that. Chop chop. There we go. Oh, vertical slice. And I'm not talking about a game demo. Alright, time to find out how bad I messed up this time. Probably pretty bad.
He found the Emperor and the Council huddling by his ship, plotting. They saw him and cowered before him.
Back to hell, fiend!
Croaked the Emperor desperately.
In the name of the Transcendent Emperor!
Croaked the speaker. They held some arcane items he didn't recognize. He simply flexed his will and sucked their souls out of their bodies. And Iblis exulted. It is finished. And the void that had been a mere stone on a sword expanded. It stretched and ripped like a vast womb. And a gaze black and pitiless as the sun passed through the void into the land. And so time ended. He should go back to some of the choices he'd faced before. Maybe there were new paths that had opened up, like those doors he was opening up all over the map that took him to new treasures and around his enemies. And he hadn't learned anything new this time. He'd done the same thing twice, yet expected a different outcome.
Interesting. So is the implication that I have to take a specific path in the environment to find a different ending? I wonder if that's the case. Story number 12, The Awakening. What kind of hero are you? A hero who fully embraces power, who transcends being a hero, who dares to become a god. Didn't really work out, though. Story 12, Awakening, right there. Return of the Hippie. It's the exact opposite of what happened last time. Still haven't found the Zenobia truth, exactly. Huh. Accomplishing this seems to be more complicated than it seemed like the other ones were going to be. And hey, we had I think we had our first encounter with the Emperor. I don't think I remember encountering him before. That was interesting. Huh. Well, we'll try again next time.